Hey everyone, I'm Vince Horton with Select Basketball, and we wanted to give you a recap of the Montana Showcase. We're here at T3 Sport in Boise, Idaho, and being in a basketball environment is a great place to review everything that we saw this past weekend in Butte. And we're talking player highlights, coaches interviews, we interviewed some parents, and we even had some great guest speakers come in. So stay tuned, you're gonna see all of it coming up, and everything's gonna end with a great highlight reel that we put together from the camp. Obviously, the reason these kids come to camp is they want a chance to showcase their skills in front of college coaches. We had a chance to sit down with a couple of college coaches and ask them exactly what they're looking for and the things they're not looking for. Check it out.
My name's Derek Selvig. I'm the assistant coach at Montana Tech. First when we look at a player, we want to know, IQ. IQ is huge for us. We look at, size is a big deal. It's not an end-all be-all, but size helps. Length. And effort. Effort's a big one for us. Do they play hard? What kind of teammate are they?
My name is Michael Johnson. I am an assistant coach at the College of Idaho. One of the first things that I always look for is energy. Obviously we're going to know about a kid if he's got talent. And then can he guard? We're really big on defense. Can he guard? Is he able to guard the position that he plays? If he can't, then he can't really play that position, unfortunately. But when I'm there in person, I want to see what his energy's like. Is he a great teammate? Is he a good fit for our culture that we've established at the College of Idaho?
The red flag would be all the selfishness that you might see in a player. A guy that doesn't talk to his teammates. When he comes out of the game, sits at the end of the bench, is not engaged in huddles.
Red flags would be the opposite. Are they just worried about themselves? Those are guys. We call them energy vampires. Those are guys that suck the energy out of your team. Guys that we're not really interested in bringing into our team, into our culture. I think the worst thing you could do is leave a showcase, leave a tournament, leave a summer thinking, what more could I have done? Don't leave any doubt in your mind. Forget about trying to prove to all the coaches out there. Just work as hard as you can, be the best that you can be, and at the end of the day, you can live with that.
So a big thanks to those coaches that sat down with us and really explained what they were looking for at the showcase. But the other side of that equation is the players. And that's one of the great things about these showcase camps is that they bring players in from all over the Northwest. Here are two players that we had a chance to talk to and gave us their thoughts about being at a showcase camp and more.
My name is Michael Byers. I go to Moses Lake High School from Moses Lake, and I'm a senior.
My name is Carson C., and I go to Lakeland High School. I live in Rathdrum, Idaho, and I'm a sophomore.
I just want to get some exposure, just play my game, don't do anything crazy, just stick to the fundamentals and see where I go.
I'm trying to get exposure, college coaches to look at me. I love the game of basketball.
I think they saw that I could stretch the floor a little bit. I can bring the ball up when I get a long rebound. I can finish around the rim, and I got a post-up game.
I just try to be as social I can be, on the court and off the court, and that helps me a lot.
Man, I just love that it's 5-on-5. It's a team game. Not one guy can have an off day. You have to make sure everybody's up, everybody's going, everybody's ready to play so you can hit shots and win games.
Just a team sport, everyone has to be talking, communicating. When you're out there on the court, it's a family thing.
All right, thanks for those guys taking some time on the camera. It takes a lot of courage to get out there and be interviewed, so we appreciate them doing that for us. Of course, at these showcase camps, it's not just about showcasing your talents, but it's also about hearing what some different coaches have to say. And so we had the opportunity to have some great guest speakers come in, talk to the group, and let them know what they look for in their players, and even more than that. Check it out.
You need to find a way to separate yourselves. And the only way that's going to happen is with the amount of time that you invest into your game.
We want to have an attitude of gratitude. Okay, we write letters. Every 18 days we write letters to people on our campus just to say thank you. You've got teachers that look out for you. You've got counselors. You've got coaches. You've got these guys. Be appreciative.
We feel like we have a really high character group of guys. We feel like our character is at a real high point, which makes it, and that's what we're looking for, and that's what most of these coaches, are looking for.
These showcases are a great way for you guys to, play against kids that you're not playing against daily. You getting to see kids from different towns. You're getting to see where you're at. You're going to get a barometer of where you're at and what you need to work on for your high school season.
Coaches, thanks for taking some time to talk to our players. We really appreciate it. We're about to get into some highlights of the camp. We know that you are really going to enjoy this, but before we do that, there is a third part of that equation that we haven't talked about, and that's the parents. Parents make this whole thing go, and without their support, this stuff would never happen. We took some time and spoke with one of the parents that had brought their players to our camps in the past, and we're here this weekend. Let's hear what they have to say about showcase camps and basketball in general and what that does for their kids.
I'm Aaron Hill. I've got two sons here at the showcase today. Well, one, you get to play against some of the better players around the state, and it's, you know, in Montana, kids are spread out, so you get a chance to get a good group of some of the better athletes that are into the sport and really compete hard. Another is we've found that Select does one of the better jobs of adding value to the education of our kids in basketball and their growth period, and we enjoy seeing them have opportunities to grow. We feel like the time and money invested is excellent at these Select events.
All right, to all the parents that have helped support their kids and get them to the showcases, thank you for doing that. Now we're excited to show you highlights from the entire weekend in Butte and all the best plays that we saw. You're gonna love it. Well, that's it. That's our wrap up of the Montana Showcase over in Butte, Montana. We appreciate you tuning in and checking it out. And if you want to participate in any of our future events, make sure you go to selectbasketballusa.com where we have everything. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you real soon.